George Brenler Field. It's the 30th or 31st? 30th.
30th.
August 2025. Joey's trying to get his cell phone to work, and when he gets it doing, he'll start talking here on on this ball game. In the meantime, I'm going to get behind the camera. All right, as Joey continues to work on his, his cell phone, we'll just fill you in that this is consolation game of the Frankie Garrow tournament. Chazy in green and Plattsburgh High School in white. Don't go away, Joey will be with us momentarily.
And hello, soccer fans, and welcome to the George Brenler Field. We are about 2.5 minutes into this game between PHS and Chazy. We had a little technical difficulty. Up in the press box with me is Calvin Castine for Hometown Cable. I'm calling the game for MIXLR app, compliments of Lee Barcombe. And this is the consolation game between Plattsburgh High School and Chazy. Chazy and Plattsburgh have been in this tournament for the past 15, 16 years, how many years it has been, and these two teams have never played in the consolation game. They played in the first round, they played in the championship game, so this is a first for both teams. It was Plattsburgh High School losing to Beekmantown in the first game, 7-0, and then it was Chazy losing to Canton, the Golden Bears, 1-0. In the second game. So the winner of this game will have the consolation game, and it's Chazy on the near sideline with the ball would be McCullough, and it's knocked off the sideline. I just got to put this down here and get my hands free, and Calvin, I should be good to go. Calvin Castine on the camera. It is Chazy and PHS. Ball coming down the near sideline. PHS is going from right to left. Chazy going from left to right. And the ball is in the middle of the field. It's controlled by the Hornets. And it is Gervich. Gervich sends the ball up onto the feet of Drolette. Drolette has it knocked away, but it's sent forward by Studley, far sideline, trying to find the feet of number 16, Route. So throwing for Chazy, far sideline, ball comes into play. It just gets by Landon Dupree, and quickly it's sent back into the Chazy defensive end, and the ball is controlled by the Hornets, and we have a whistle, and it's going to probably be a handball, and it was, and that was a handball on number 16, Theodore Route, and so Chazy will get the ball, and on the far side, it will be Chad Devins taking the direct kick for the Eagles, just shy of midfield, closer to the far side. Chazy going from left to right. He's in front of the stands. At the 35-minute mark, we have no score, we have no shots, we have no corner kicks. Ball is sent forward just hits the defensive player just outside the box, and that was off the chest of Gomel. And it is the Eagles. Parker pushes the ball back, and it goes on to the feet of Whedon. Jacoby Whedon pushes the ball back to the feet of Lauren. It looks like on the far side. Now it comes on to Jacoby Whedon. Whedon's trying to split the defense. Whedon still with the ball, has it knocked away by the defense. Goes on to the feet of Rovers. Rovers chips it forward as he's trying to find Price Parker. And there's a foul on the Hornets. So just outside the 18, the Eagles will get a direct kick. And the referee, Larry Bayshard, in the middle of the field will count off 10 yards. So this is a great opportunity for the Eagles. They are literally just outside the 18 on the far side of the 18-yard marker. And you have the players lining up, surveying the situation. And you have, it is a set play going off to the far side, and it just works its way off the end line. So right idea, it was Dupree trying to find Rovers, and he just pushed it to the side of the net on the far side, and it was just too far. Rovers was hustling for the ball, and it will be a goal kick for the Hornets. And it will be the goalie, Rosler, Kobe Rosler, with the kick. Nice kick. And that goes off a Chazy player onto the feet of Dupree. Dupree working his way down the far side. It's Dupree, cuts it back, cuts it in, sends it across, and that goes just outside the middle of the field, outside the box. Trying to push it back was McLennan, and the ball's cleared out. It goes on to the feet of Gomel. Gomel on the near sideline, just below us here at the press box, sends it forward in that midfield. The ball is picked up by Whedon. Whedon gives the ball up to Rovers. Rovers has it knocked away, but Whedon takes it back. Whedon working his way forward, pushes it to the middle of the field, finds Dupree. Dupree trying to turn, Dupree trying to get a shot off. Dupree still with the ball. Dupree rips the shot, and going down to make the save was Roselier. And that was the first hard shot by Landon Dupree, but the goalie comes up, the junior goalie comes up for PHS with the save. We're at 32:40 left in the first half in this consolation game. And for the viewers just listening, this is the first time that Chazy and PHS have met in the consolation game. They have met in the first round. They have met in the championship game. And if the past is any indication, this should be an interesting, very competitive game. We've said many times up here in the press box, we've just witnessed another classic, and we'll see tonight if this game is any different. And it was PHS on the first opening night, really surprised, beaten by Beekmantown 7-0. Chazy was upset. We called it the shocker at the George Grendler Field as they lost to Canton 1-0, a game that they totally dominated in every category you can think of except where it mattered most on the scoreboard. And Canton had one shot. They took advantage of it, and they won the game 1-0, and they're in the championship game. Chazy is with the ball. Ball goes to the outside, far side, onto the feet of Price Parker. Parker turns. Parker now gets a shot off from distance that goes off of the defense outside midfield. Now it's cleared to the near sideline, and it will work its way off the near sideline. So a throw in for Chazy, going from left to right, halfway into the defensive end of the Hornets, and the ball is controlled by the Eagles. It's Jacoby Whedon. Whedon with some space, working his way to the 18, pushes the ball up onto the feet of McLennan. McLennan tries to go back to Whedon, and it's cleared out by the defense. Hustling back on the defensive end is Chad Devins for Chazy. He's got plenty of time. Devins will send the ball forward, and that goes off the sideline. So we have a substitution. We have Amaya coming into the game. Coming out of the game is Lawton Schutz, and it's a throw-in for the Hornets, and it will be Kowalowski with the throw-in. He comes down one time by Lambert, but the ball is deflected back toward midfield, trying to be controlled by McLennan and cleared out by Kowalowski. Ball headed down by Devins right onto the feet of Rovers. Rovers pushes it over to Whedon. Whedon now comes back to the near sideline. He finds Hofnagel. Hofnagel goes to the middle of the field. He finds Dupree. Dupree pushes it back over to the feet of Whedon. Whedon now switches fields. He's trying to find Parker. Parker now sends it on to the feet of Rovers. Rovers has it knocked away, and it's PHS coming down on the offensive counter run. It is the Hornets. It is number 19, Cass. Cass goes to the far sideline, and over there defensively is Lauren for Chazy. But the ball is taken away by Cass. He goes center field, finds the feet of Walker. Walker shot from distance, and it goes wide of the net. What a quality shot that was, just wide of the net. And we're at 29:55. We have no score at the George Brenler Field in this consolation game between Chazy and PHS. It will be Cap, the goalie, taking the goal kick. Cap sends a nice kick right into the defensive end of the Hornets. That gets over the head of Kowalowski. Hustling for the Eagles is McLennan. McLennan keeps it in play. Now he works his way toward the end line. McLennan sends it across, and it goes right into the hands of Roessler. Had to go down to get it. And it was a good thing. Dupree was coming onto the goalie hard, but the goalie did a nice job coming up with the ball, and he'll work his way to the 18. Ball's chipped up, goes off of the head of McCullough onto the feet of McLennan. McLennan gets it to Dupree. Dupree inside the 18, and the ball is cleared away, going to the far side. Hustling for the ball is Price Parker as well as Jacoby Whedon, but the ball goes on to the feet of number 7, Drolette. Drolette for PHS, working his way toward midfield. It's Drolette being defended from behind by Ashton Lauren, and Lauren called for the foul. It's right at midfield. PHS is going from right to left. It's closer to the far side, just inside the midfield line, and it will be the Hornets with a direct kick from distance. And there's the shot forward off the head of Ashton Lauren, but it goes on to the feet of Cap. Cap on the far side sends the ball forward, and it goes on to the feet of the Hornets, and it's on to the feet of Gomel. Gomel pushes it back to the far side, trying to find Walker. Walker with the ball loses it, but he recovers, but it's taken away by Parker. Parker, a through ball, trying to get Rovers to break through, but he gets by everybody, and off the line is Roessler, and he comes up with the ball, so he'll work his way to the 18. We have no score, 27:56 left in the first half in this consolation game between Chazy and PHS. And there's the punt, a short punt, goes to the feet of Walker. Walker tries to send it to midfield. He does. He finds the feet of Drolette. Drolette sends it back to the defense onto Gomel, and Gomel sends it to the far side. It goes off the sideline, so a throw in for the Eagles, far side. It will be Lauren. Lauren inside the defensive end of the Hornets gets the ball into play. It comes into the open space onto the feet of Rovers. Rovers gets it over to McLennan. McLennan trying to push it back, trying to find the feet of Hofnagel. Hofnagel battling for the ball along with number 12. It would be Bachawati. Bachawati with the ball. Coming over to defend Bachawati was Whedon. Whedon gets it up over to Rovers. Rovers, space, gets it back to Whedon. He one-times it trying to find Parker, but intercepted by the Hornets at midfield. It is Gervich. Gervich gives the ball up over to Drolette of PHS. He's working his way down. Going down the near sideline, takes it off of Ashton Lauren, throwing for the Hornets. Checking in for the Eagles is Con LaBombard, and checking in for the Hornets is Caraballo. Caraballo into the game. Coming out of the game is Ameo Chicos, as well for Chazy. It will be Price Parker. So throw in for the Hornets halfway into the Chazy defensive end on the far side. PHS is going from right to left. They're right in front of the stands, grandstands on the far side. Ball comes into play, and it's controlled by the Eagles. Ball's cleared out by Lauren into the PHS territory, sending the defense back. Studley hustles back and just knocks it off the sideline as he had the pressure of Zach McLennan coming from behind him. Quickly the ball comes into McLennan. McLennan with the ball gives it up over to Dupree. Dupree with the ball turns to the inside. He now will feed it into the box, trying to find McCullough. On the weak side coming up for the Eagles is Hofnagel. Hofnagel with the ball, pushes it back to McCullough. McCullough takes the shot, and it goes right into the gut of Roessler. And we have 25-38, no score. Shots favor Chazy 3-0 here in the first half. PHS controlling the ball. It is Drolette. Drolette pushes it onto the feet of Walker. Walker pushes it back to midfield, and now the ball goes forward trying to find Gervich. Gervich gives the ball up to Lambert. Lambert has it knocked away, and there'll be a shot from distance from number 15, and that was Walker, and it went right to Henry Cap. He just parried the ball down, picked it up, and now he's working his way to the 18. and there's the punt by Cap to the far side, and it's going to go to the feet of Dupree. Dupree on a dead run, working his way down, but can't control it. Goes off the sideline. He's not happy with himself for not for allowing it to go off the sideline, and it's a quick throw in for the Hornets. It's picked up by Lauren. Lauren takes it off the defense, throwing Lauren far side, sends the ball down the line, and it is Lauren heads the ball to the feet of for the Eagles. It would have gone to number 12, Whedon. Whedon sends it back to the sweeper position to Owen Cap. Cap comes to the near side to Hofnagel. Hofnagel now keep it to his feet, pushes it over to Chad Devins Jr. Jr.'s face comes into the defensive end of the Hornets, and the ball is now controlled by the Hornets. It's Gomel. Gomel gives the ball up over to Lambert. Lambert switches fields. It goes off the legs of Jolette into the open space, back to Jolette. Jolette looking for somebody as he's being challenged by Whedon. Whedon comes from behind, takes it away, pushes it all back to the Hofnagel, the sweeper. He sends the ball forward. Trying to control it is McClendon. He does. He now goes to the near sideline to the hustling McCullough. It is Jack McCullough, keeps the ball from going off the end line. Nice play by McCullough. Now he serves the ball. Ball's headed back down off the end line. And nice serve by McCullough, but the ball is headed out by the defense. So we're going to have a corner kick for Chazy. It'll be the first corner kick for Chazy. And they're going from left to right. It's the post right in front of the George Bremler scoreboard. And it will be Landon Dupree with the corner kick for Chazy with 23-17 left in the first half. Dupree feeds the ball up high in the air. Ball is headed down onto the ground, but it's cleared out by Lambert. Back goes to midfield, and it's Cap sends it to the left side. He's trying to far side, trying to find Lauren, but too far ahead. So it goes out of bounds. Far side throw-in for the Hornets. Ball goes off of the head of Walker. Walker tries to keep it in play, but he doesn't. So it's another throw-in for Chazy, far side, just inside midfield in front of the bleachers. Ball comes into play. Ball is picked up by McClendon. McClendon pushes it over. He finds Whedon. Whedon has the ball, trying to get a through ball to McCullough, and it's intercepted by the defense. Ball is sent out, headed down on the ground onto the feet of Devins. Devins gets it up over to Whedon. Whedon now comes to the near side. He finds Hofnagel. Hofnagel sends it toward the 18, and the ball's cleared out by Gomel. High kick, midfield, but stepping up, Chad Devins Jr. goes up, heads the ball to the far side, and battling for the ball is Kane LeBombard. LeBombard battling for the ball along with Gervich, and it goes off of Gervich, so throw in for Chazy on the far side. And we had a whistle. Larry Bayshard is talking to the players. And coming up on the defensive end is Ashton Lauren, taking the throw in for the Eagles. Far side, he's halfway in the defensive end of PHS. And waiting for the Larry Bayshard. The ball comes into play. And it is now off just outside the 18 on the far side. The ball is cleared out by the defense. So another throw in for Chazy, far side. Ball again halfway down the defensive end. The ball comes into play. It's bouncing around, and it's cleared out. Devins heads the ball down, trying to find Whedon, and it's picked up by Devins. He's trying to find McClendon. That ball is cleared back into the defensive end. Ball headed at midfield, and it's picked up by Rovers. Rovers one times it, trying to get McClendon, but it's knocked away. But it's now picked up by Whedon. Whedon with the ball has it taken away from behind, but there's a foul called on Nate Lambert. So Chazy will get a direct kick right in the middle of the field. They're about 15 yards toward the net, middle of the field, and 15 yards in from midfield with 20 minutes and 48 seconds to go. You have Landon Dupree lining up, and off to his right is Ashton Hofnagel, and everybody's on top of the 18. And Dupree chips it in toward the net. That ball bounces, but it bounces right into the hands of Colby Roselier, and he'll work his way to the 18. Sends a hard punt toward midfield, shy of midfield, but the ball is controlled by Whedon. Whedon gets the ball up over to Dupree. Dupree now cutting inside the 18. It's Dupree working his way in, pushes it over, and a save. What a shot. It was McClendon was right there. What a play by Dupree, going to the far side, used his speed, got by the defense, pushed it right to probably the 6-yard line to McLennan, and he just tried to knock it through the goalie, and the goalie kind of squatted and sat on the ball, and it was a save by the goalie. A great golden A opportunity for the Eagles, and they could not capitalize. Shots favor Chazy 5-1, and the ball is sent way back into the defensive end of Chazy, far side. Devins is there. He cuts it to the sideline. Devins trying to keep the ball in. He tried to push it up over to Whedon, but it goes off the sideline. So we're going to have a throw-in for PHS, far side, and the ball comes into play, and it's picked up by Whedon, and Whedon is taken down by the defense, and I'm trying to pick up the number for PHS, but it will go to Chazy. And we have 19-11, no score in this first half. But again, it's another game where Chazy is controlling, but they cannot find the back of the net. Ball is sent forward, and the ball is headed out to the open player, and that will go to Drolet. Drolet with the ball. He now gives the ball up over to Gomel, and that is taken away, and it's Gomel pushing his way through. No call, and it's picked up by number 14, Cap. Cap goes near sideline trying to find McAuliffe, and that will go off of Kowalowski. So throw in for Chazy. They're going from left to right. They're about 3/4 down in the defensive end of the Hornets, and they're moving them back a little bit, and quickly it's McAuliffe gets the feed to Hafnagel. Hafnagel to Rovers. Rovers is being challenged from behind by Lopez, and the ball is knocked away, controlled by number 6, Carabello. Carabello gives the ball up over to Walker, and defensively it's Devins. He chips it up, and now it's to Dupree. Dupree is in the defensive end of PHS, about in the middle of the field, working his way down. He has McAuliffe to his right. He pushes it to the right. McAuliffe goes to the inside. It's Dupree now taking it to the end line. Now he cuts it to the inside. Dupree on the ground, and it just goes off the end line. Dupree doesn't like that call, but it will be a goal kick for the Hornets with 17:46 to go in the first half. This is the consolation game of the Frankie Garrow Memorial between Plattsburgh High School and Chazy. These two teams have never met in the consolation game in the history of this tournament. They've met opening night, they've met in the championships, and every game has been, what we've seen so far, a tight, close game. And this game so far is no different. 17 minutes and 22 seconds. It is McLennan. McLennan has it taken away. Now the ball is sent up, goes by everybody into the Chazy defensive end, and it's Cap. Cap quickly goes to the far side as he was trying to find the feet of Whedon, or number 13, Kyle Lombard, and it goes off the sideline, off a defensive end of PHS, and quickly it is Lauren with the throw-in. Ball is controlled by the Hornets 15, Walker. Walker still with the ball, trying to get away from the Chazy players, but it's picked up by the Eagles, and it goes over to Hofnagel. Hofnagel sends it forward. He finds McLennan. McLennan trying to turn. He's inside the 18. He rips the shot, and that goes off of Cass, off the end line. So Chazy will get another corner kick. This will be their second corner kick. They're going from left to right. It's right at the post in front of the George Brendler scoreboard, and it will be Landon Dupree with the corner kick for Chazy, the second corner kick of the game. Chazy 5 shots on net, Plattsburgh 1. It is Dupree. Serves the ball up, high in the box, headed out to the top of the box, and it is Rovers loses the ball from behind, and it's on the little give and go here, PHS and Chazy, and it gets away, and it's picked up by number 21, Devins. Devins now sends it forward, sends the defense back for PHS. That will work its way off the sideline, so a deep throw in far side for the Hornets, and checking into the game is number 20, Lautenschutz for the Hornets, and for Chazy, it's Price Parker coming into the game. Coming out for Chazy is Con LeBombard, and coming out for the Hornets is number 8, Gervich. So 15:27 left in the first half, no score. Ball comes into play. Controlled by the Hornets. It's cleared by number 9, Gomel. Into Chazy territory, the ball is pushed back, and off his line is Cap. He's outside the 18. He sends the ball up, and it goes to the feet of Lopez. Lopez now shares it with Lambert. Lambert working his way down on the left side and coming to help out defensively for the defense was Owen Cap, the sweeper, and he just clears that ball out on the side. So it'll be the Hornets with the throw-in going from right to left. They're on the far or the near post. And it will be throw-in for the Hornets, and it will be Kowalowski coming into the game with the throw-in for the Hornets.
Get a run! Get a run!
And he's going to do a running throw. Ball comes into the 18. It's cleared outside the 18. And there's a long shot with Mustard by number 9. And that was a hard shot by Gomel, and it was kind of curving. And a nice job by Cap as the ball hit the ground just in front of him and skipped. But Cap was there to knock it down. And he'll punt the ball over the head or onto the head of Whedon. Whedon trying to find McCullough, but it's picked up by the streaking Lawton shots. Lawton shots taken down from behind by Rovers, and we'll have a direct kick for the Hornets. And they're just below us, probably 10 yards at best, inside the defensive end of Chazy, closer to us below the press box, and it will be Kowalowski with the corner kick for the Hornets. He delivers. He's going to the far 18, far point of the far side to the 18, but it's cleared out by the defense toward midfield onto the feet of Studley. Studley with the ball. He gives it up back to Gomel. Gomel now sends a through ball all the way back, but off the line is Cap. Henry Cap, the sophomore goalie, will work his way to the 18. And he punts a nice punt. That goes off of the head of Rovers, back toward the 18 of the Hornets, and it's cleared back to midfield. And now it's picked up by Hofnagel. Hofnagel comes to the near side to McCullough. McCullough with the ball, pushes it on to the feet of Whedon. Whedon will now turn. Whedon trying to split the defense. It's still Whedon with the ball, working his way to the end line, and he tries to get a shot off, but a sliding defensive play knocks it off the end line. So another corner kick for Chazy. Checking into the game is Lucas Valentin, and coming out of the game is number 20, Ashton Lauren. Corner kick, and it's this time they're going to try Jacoby Whedon with the corner kick. He's right in front of the George Bremler scoreboard. He sends the ball across in the air, weak side, and whiffing on the ball was Chad Devins. He tried it one time and he just missed it. Shot comes back, gets by the goalie, open space, but it's cleared out, and it's going to be Whedon. Rips another shot, and that will go over the net. So again, Chazy doing some nice things, but just can't finish that ball, and it will be another goal kick for the Hornets with 11 minutes and 47 seconds left in the first half in this consolation game between the Hornets and the Eagles. Championship game after this one is the Canton Golden Bears, who beat Chazy 1-0. Will take on the Beatmantown Eagles, who beat PHS 7-0. There's the goal kick, and it goes deflected to Chazy's McLennan. McLennan trying to get it over to McCullough. McCullough sends it inside the box to Dupree. Dupree pushes it back, but it goes onto the feet of Walker. Walker clears the ball forward, goes in the defensive end, and we have the whistle on the, it looks like on the Eagles, and Larry Bayshard calls a whistle. So literally it's the middle of the defensive end of the Hornets, right in the middle of the field, and the Hornets will get the direct kick. The players now head back into a defensive position, and here goes the ball. It's sent forward. The ball is headed back to the 18, defended well by the Eagles, now sent forward, trying to find McLennan, and its ball's cleared out by Cass. Cass of PHS gets it to midfield, but it's picked up by Whedon of Chazy. He sends a long ball to the near sideline, trying to find McCullough. That works its way over his head, over the sideline, off the sideline. So a deep throw in for the Hornets. They're going from right to left, and they're way down on their defensive end. The ball comes in, trying to find the head of Lopez, and that works its way off of a Chazy defender. So the Hornets move the chain, if you will. They're a little bit closer to us here on the near sideline, thrown by Kowalowski. Kowalski gets it off of the head of Lopez, and the ball is knocked off the near sideline just below us in the press box by Lawton shoots. So it's going to be a throw-in for Chazy. Ball comes into play. Whedon with the ball trying to control it, but he's defended well by Lawton Shots. Lawton Shots has it taken away from behind by Rovers. Rovers pushes it back to Whedon. It's Whedon with the ball. He now goes to the middle of the field. He finds the feet of Valentin. Valentin sends it forward, but it's picked up by the Hornets. But they clear it out on the far side, so it's going to be a throw-in for Chazy. They're going from left to right. They're about 20 yards into PHS territory, and it's going to be Valentin with the throw-in. He gets the ball. The ball is heeled back to the feet of Dupree. Dupree on the far side turns, looking around, still with the ball, pushes back to open space. Now tries to clear it over. It goes on to the feet of Whedon. Whedon with the ball is defended well, has it knocked away by Lawton Shots, and he gets the streak in Lambert. Lambert sends a through ball off the line, is Cap, and coming on hard was Gurvich, but Cap got there just in time on the far side, and we have the sun out, and just earlier it was cloudy and rainy, and now we have sun, and the ball is punted into the defensive end, and the Eagles are trying to control it, and it will go on to Dupree. Dupree does control. Dupree with the ball, comes to the near sideline. He finds the feet of Hofnagel. Hofnagel with some space, sends it toward the 18. It's deflected out. Dupree trying to get to the ball. Dupree has it. He pushes it back over to Whedon. Whedon goes to the far side to Parker. Parker cuts it in. Parker working his way to the 18. It's Parker with the ball outside his foot, and the ball is chipped toward the goalie by McClennan, but it goes right into the hands of Rosler. So 8 minutes left in the first half. We have no score between PHS and Chazy. Shots favor Chazy 6-2. Corner kicks favor Chazy 3-0. And the ball goes back onto the feet of Kowalski. He sends it forward to Lambert. Lambert now sends it forward to midfield. Nice job by Valentin to get it back into the defensive end of the Hornets, but it's picked up by Drolet. Drolet of the Hornets comes to the near side trying to find Lambert, gets by Lambert, and it's picked up by Hofnagel. Hofnagel trying to get it to McAuliffe. McAuliffe battling for the ball, has it taken away by Kowalski. Kowalski sends it into the defensive end onto the feet of Devens. Devens has Whedon. Whedon with the ball, working his way toward midfield. It's Whedon now crossing into the defensive end. He takes it to the outside, but a nice job defensively by Lambert, battling for the ball on the far side, and now the ball is sent to the feet of Devens Jr. Devens sends the ball up over the head of Dupree, but Dupree recovers, and now Dupree has the ball, and it's knocked off the sideline. He was defended well by Lopez. 6:56 to go in the first half. We still have no score. Throw in for the Eagles. They're going from left to right about halfway in the defensive end, and they move them back. So it will be Ashton Hofnagel with the throw-in. He gets the ball into Landon Dupree. Dupree pushes it back. He finds Jacoby Whedon. Whedon from behind was defended by Caraballo. Caraballo has the ball over to Walker. Walker trying to clear it, and it's now stepping up for the Hornets is number 19, Cass. Cass goes to the far side. Ball's pushed back by Parker onto the feet of Devens. Devens on the far side trying to go back to Parker, and it's Devens in the offensive zone, and Devens still battling for the ball on the near sideline. It goes off of Devens, and now we have a substitution. So we have Gurvich and Amaya Chicos coming into the game for the Hornets. Coming out is Lambert as well as Lawton shoots. And we have 5:47 left in the first half. No score. Play at midfield on the far side. And it is now controlled by the Eagles. Ball comes over to Hofnagel. Hofnagel pushes it forward. He finds Rovers. Rovers trying to send it forward, but it deflects off, and it's picked up by Gomel. Gomel, far side, sends it up over everybody's head, and that works its way off the sideline. So Chazy will have a throw-in going from left to right, far side. And coming over to take it is, nope, it's going to go to the Lucas Valentin. He sends the ball in play Ball is knocked down. Valentin trying to get to it, but it's picked up by the Hornets. And it's the Hornets with the ball, taken away by Devins. Devins with the ball, sends the ball on to the feet of Whedon. Whedon now gives it up over to Rovers. Rovers trying to get a through ball to on the weak side. It is McAuliffe. McAuliffe sends it across and over the net, but I think they called offsides anyway. But the ball was set in front of the net, and it was just McLennan and the net, and he put it over the net, but the whistle blew, and it was offsides. But what beautiful work for the Eagles to create that opportunity, but it's going to be a goal kick for the Hornets with 4 minutes and 23 seconds left in the first half. And it's Chazy with the ball. It is Dupree. Dupree working his way to the 18. Dupree has defenders in front of him. And nice job. It was taken away by number 9, Gomel. And that goes off the Chazy player just below us. And it's going to be a throw-in. It's going to be a Carabello, but he'll drop the ball. And he'll let Gomel take the throw-in. And we have a whistle. They're moving him back. So he is just at midfield. Went back quite a bit. And the ball comes into play. Ball's knocked down. Eagles clear it out. And it'll be another throw in for the Hornets. Again, just below us. Ball comes into play. Ball is headed back. Devins for Chazy clears the ball. And he's trying to find McLennan far side. McLennan is back there, but he's also being challenged. McLennan cuts it to the inside. He's in the box. McLennan rips a shot, and he scores. And he makes good on that one. Did a nice job. He was in the box on the far side, and he just ripped a shot that found the side net. And Chazy goes up 1-0 on a beautiful goal by McLennan.
He's the leading scorer for the team right now.
This year, Calvin,
He scored all the goals.
all the goals. They have no answer for him. So nice goal by McLennan. The ball is going toward midfield, and 3 minutes left. It goes off the sideline. So a throw in for Chazy. And Devins gets the assist. It's Valentin with the throw in. And the ball is Gomel controls it for the Hornets. He sends the ball forward. And that works its way up the sideline. So far side, left to right, throw in for the Eagles. Ball comes into play. It goes off the feet of Whedon. And it's controlled by the Hornets. Far side. It is Cass sends the ball forward. Goes off the head of Valentin. Devins trying to control it, but he gets it on to the feet of Hofnagel. Hofnagel sends it back to Cap. And Cap, that's Owen Cap, now gives it back to Hofnagel. Hofnagel over to Whedon. Whedon will switch fields. He's trying to find Parker. Parker controls on the far side. He pushes it back over to Valentin. Valentin back to Parker, working his way down the far sideline. Parker now cutting his way and trying to get to the 18. Parker was still with the ball, but gets too far ahead of him off the end line. So we're going to have a goal kick for the Hornets. We had the 2-minute call, so 2 minutes left in this first half. If you're just joining us, it's Chazy 1 and the Hornets 0 in this consolation game in the Frankie Garrow Memorial. Championship game is between Canton and Beekmantown, the game that we played after this one. And there's a kick by Rosler. He sends it forward, trapped by Walker. Walker sends it toward midfield, but quickly Valentin sends it onto the feet of Jacoby Whedon. Whedon on the far side now gives it up over to Dupree. Dupree rips a shot from distance, and that gets loose off the goalie. And coming on the weak side was McAuliffe, but he was defended well as Bachawati just got there ahead of him. And McAuliffe now sends it back, and it is trying to get a shot off. It is number 12, Whedon, and he works his way. He does get a shot off the defense. So we have a minute left. There will be a corner kick for Chazy. It'll be their 4th corner kick of the game. 53 seconds, waiting for the ball. The ball's coming in. They have time. Whedon is not panicking at all. And He will set up for the corner kick, Jacoby Whedon, with 39 seconds left in the first half. Chazy leading 1-0. He sends the ball up, and that hits the top of the crossbar, so we're going to have a goal kick. Substitution, Amaya Chico's coming in for the Hornets, as we're going to have the countdown, and the first half will come to a close. And I think Lee Barkham should be listening to this game. Lee, if you can just let me know with a message in this app, or you can text me how the sound is tonight. And the first half will come to a close. It is Chazy 1. It is the Hornets 0. I'm Joey Trombley calling the action for you today. Calvin Castine on the camera, and I'm doing the mic for Hometown Cable. Calvin, this game will be on tomorrow morning, or will it be tonight? So tomorrow morning, if you want to catch this game on Calvin's YouTube channel, Hometown Cable, it will be there for you. And while you're there and you feel so inclined, let's send a donation to Hometown Cable, 1477 Ridge Road, Champlain, New York, 12919. I know that's the old-fashioned way, sending a check in. But Calvin, can they make a donation off your YouTube channel?
Venmo.
They can. You got your Venmo account there?
Yep.
And so you can make a donation through Venmo. Probably the easiest way of doing it. But if you don't have Venmo, and Lee just responded, he goes, the sound quality is good, so thank you, Lee, for that. And so they're going to take a 10-minute break.
And I got to thank Don Gwynn, who's a faithful viewer supporter out there.
Mr. Gwynn, the official?
Yep.
And we never did say the officials, Calvin. I kind of mentioned them. Go ahead.
You said Larry Bayshard about
I did.
8 times. You didn't mention Jim Barron or Donnie Gwynn.
No, that would be my mistake. I was so enthralled in the play-by-play, Calvin. I didn't. And these officials, we're very fortunate. They do a wonderful job. They're seasoned officials. They know what they're doing. And quite frankly, I think there's a lot of respect out there from the players and the coaches for the job that they do. And I know they're down in numbers, as they are every year. And we need more young former players, if you will. And if you didn't play, but you understand the game, they could use some more officials. And hey, why not? I've at least we're up here, but it doesn't sound as bad as the old days, where they got chastised every time they made a call. So, if you're so compelled listening to this game, or you hear it on Calvin's YouTube channel tomorrow, maybe it's something you may want to do. And again, a donation to Calvin. Calvin's been doing this for well over 40 years. We just have memories. I mean, Calvin has, that is true. So Chazy is starting the second half, and the ball is sent back onto the feet of Chad Devins. Devins goes to the far side, and the Eagles get it now onto the feet of Whedon. Whedon toward midfield, try to one-times it to McLennan. He now gets it to Dupree. Dupree working his way to the 18. It's Dupree now trying to get a through ball to McLennan. Coming off the line is the goalie, Rosler. So some nice movement by the Eagles, taking the ball 3, 4, 5 passes down, and a weak shot went into the hands of Rosler, and it's now at midfield, picked up by Drolette. Drolette sends the ball forward, but it goes off the sideline. So Chazy going from right to left now. The ball comes into play onto the feet of Whedon. Whedon is being defended by Drolette. He sends the ball forward. It sends the defensive back, but it's picked up by Gomel. Gomel just clears it off the sideline. So a throw in for the Eagles, about halfway into the defensive end of the Hornets, and it will be McAuliffe with the throw in for Chazy on the far side. McAuliffe now sends the ball into play. That ball is bounced around, and there's going to be a push on number 15 from behind, Walker. So Chazy has a direct kick, and they have the guns that can get this to the net. They're going to have Dupree set this up. They're on the far side. It's kind of kitty corner from the 18, about 7 yards off the kitty corner of the 18. And actually, Larry Bayshard moved it up a little bit closer. And we're going to have official Barron looked at me and laughed when I called Larry Bayshard Larry Belrose. And it's going to be the direct kick by Landon Dupree. And here we go. Dupree sends the ball in. Ball is headed off to the side. Hustling back for the Eagles is McLennan. McLennan is being defended by long shots, and it was goes off of McLennan. So a throw in for the Hornets. And what's really nice with the three team officials out here, they all have headsets so they can talk to each other, and it does make for a much better game, and I'm sure much easier for these officials to have those headsets. So it's the Hornets. Now they send the ball forward. It's Carabello sends it forward. He finds Lambert. Lambert is being defended by Devens, pushed off to the side. Ball is trying to clear it out with Lauren, but it chips back over to the goalie, and it goes picked up by Cap, and Cap will work his way to the 18. It's 1-0 Chazy, a goal with about 3 minutes left in the first half, and it was Zeke McLennan with the goal. And there's the punt by Henry Cap. It goes off of the back of Dupree to the near side, back to Dupree. Dupree got it from McCullough. He chips to the middle of the field to McLennan. McLennan has it knocked away. Ball's knocked onto the feet of Whedon. Whedon working his way down, takes it to the outside, working his way to the 18. He has it knocked away, but stepping up defensively.
You're dropping too much.
And the whistle by Larry Bayshard, and a foul on the Eagles. So it will be a deep kick, and it's going to be taken by Kowalowski on the far side for the Hornets. And he sends the ball forward, and it gets by the Chazy player. Devens sends it forward. He goes off the chest of McLennan. He traps it down. McLennan with the ball, sends a through ball, and here we go, and they score! He sends a through ball over to, I think it was Dupree. A beautiful pass, and Dupree, the goalie, was coming out, and he was just able to get his foot on it and put it into the net. So Chazy goes up 2-0. Landon Dupree is now tied for the leading scorer for Chazy this year. So it was McLennan got the assist. He had the goal earlier. Now he gets the assist. And the fish comes back, and he says, sounding great. Tell Calvin he says hi.
How you doing there, Fish?
You got 36 minutes to play better soccer. Let's go.
And I showed Calvin the text, and
He misspelled hi.
Calvin is smiling. So the ball is picked up by Lauren. Lauren working his way down, chips it up to Parker, and Parker keeps it in play. Parker trying to get through the defense, and that ball is kept in play onto the feet of Rovers. Rovers over to Ashton. Lauren to the middle of the field. He gets it up over to Whedon. Whedon goes to the far side, and he has Hofnagel. Hofnagel center field. He gets Dupree. Dupree with the ball. Dupree rips another shot, and that will go over the net. So we have a goal kick for the Hornets, but the Eagles are doing a nice job moving the ball, Calvin.
Okay, I should correct myself here. I sometimes pronounce Donnie Quinn's name wrong. It's Quin, so that's Quinn. It's Quinn.
It's Quinn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I sometimes do that. So my apologies to Donnie and hi, Fish.
And we got Tom Tregan texting us, but I don't think he's being funny with his text, but they're kind of inside jokes that you and I can laugh at.
Age appropriate.
Oh no, it's very clean. It's just folks wouldn't understand what he's talking about. So hey, it's kind of nice that we can communicate with people with the text while we're calling this game. So it's kind of a little more laid back atmosphere up here, I guess you can say. And but we hope you're enjoying the game. And the ball is now in play into the Chazy territory, and that's now cleared out by Owen Cap. And we have a throw in for the Hornets, and it's going to be Drolet. Drolet gets the ball. It's headed down on the ground by Lautenschutz. Lautenschutz sends it toward midfield. It goes off of Gervich. Gervich sends it back toward the net, and that will just work its way to the hands of Henry Cap. Cap will now work his way to the 18, taking his time, and actually they called a foul. So he's going to take like basically a goal kick with 33:48 to go. And nice punt by the young sophomore goalkeeper. Ball is headed to the feet of Lambert. Lambert pushes the ball up over to Carabello. Carabello has it knocked away. It's Dupree, or Price Parker battling for the ball, taken away by Lambert. Coming from behind to help out was Rovers, and that goes on to Lauren. Lauren clears it out. So it is the Hornets going from left to right. It's going to be a deep throw-in, fairly close to the corner post, and the ball comes in. They actually went farther back than I thought, but the ball is in play. Push it back to Drolette, who took the throw-in. It went back to him, and it went under his foot. He couldn't believe it got under his foot. So it's a throw-in for the Eagles as they lead 2-0 in this consolation game of the Frankie Garrow Memorial. It is Ashton Lauren for Chazy with the throw-in. He comes down the sideline. The ball is headed back into the middle of the field. It's picked up by Rovers. Rovers gives it up over to Devins. Devins sends it toward midfield off of the PHS player. It was off of Kowalowski. And coming over to help out defensively is Walker. Walker gives the ball up over to Lawton-Shots. Lawton-Shots comes to the near sideline to Carabello. Carabello back to Lawton-Shots, and he pushes it over to Drolette. Drolette has it taken away by Whedon. Whedon working his way down, gets a through ball, finding Dupree. Dupree has a couple defenders in front of him. Dupree trying to get by him. Dupree rips a shot, and he scores! Landon Dupree from 23 yards goes far corner, just under the upper 90. And Chazy goes up 3-0. It's Landon Dupree with his second goal of the second half, and Chazy has opened up the scoring to 3-0. And we'll see who the assist is.
8 unassisted.
It was unassisted by Landon Dupree. What a play that was! Wow, what a shot! Nice shot, young man, by Landon Dupree. 32-11 left in the second half. It's 3-0 Chazy. So I guess it's safe to say that Chazy has recovered from the shock of losing the other night, 1-0 to Canton, and they're coming out here on all cylinders with a 3-0 lead. Ball is sent to the middle of the field. It's picked up by Carabello. Carabello comes to the near sideline, and that works its way off the sideline. So it's going to be a throw-in for Chazy. On the near sideline, Chazy is going from right to left. Deep, and they actually gave an assist to Jacoby Whedon. So the ball comes into Dupree, and the ball is picked up by Parker. Parker battling for the ball, and it's Studley. Studley keeps it in play, and it goes off of Drolette. Drolette, a little give and go. Now it's going on to the feet of Carabello. Carabello on the baseline or the end line of Chazy. Now it's knocked away to the top of the 18. Trying to get some control is Lauren. Lauren battling for the ball. It's Lauren, and there's a tough battle. No fouls called, shoulder to shoulder, and it's picked up by Rovers. Rovers now trying to find Dupree, and it's cleared forward by the defense of Kowalowski. Kowalowski trying to find number 9, Gomel. Gomel to Lambert. Lambert with the ball goes to the far side, and he has it to Walker. Walker has it cleared off away from him by Hofnagel. Hornets controlling the play, but now it's taken away. Pickpocket by the Eagles. Chance for a breakaway, and sends it forward. It goes to, and they call offsides on Zeke McLennan. And it was on the far side. Dupree had did a little pickpocket from behind. It was 2-on-1, and Hofnagel just got ahead of the defense and was called for the offsides. So the ball will go to the Hornets, and Quinn was on the call. He was right there, and the ball will go to the Hornets with 30 minutes left in the second half. Chazy leading in this game 3-0. First half goal by McLennan, 2 second half goals by Dupree, and it is Rovers. Rovers trying to send the ball forward. It goes off the back of Gomel, but to McCullough. But Gomel does a nice job with the slide tackle to take the ball away, but McCullough fights his way back. He takes the ball away, and it's McCullough. He pushes it back. He finds Hofnagel. Hofnagel with some room, trying to get it back up over to Whedon, but it goes off the defense of the Hornets. So a throw in for Chazy, and it's going to be McCullough gets the ball down the line over to Whedon. Whedon cuts it to the inside, And here's Dupree. Dupree looking for his hat trick, chips it wide of the net, but back there is Parker. Parker pushes it back over to Lauren. Lauren will get a shot on the ground, and the ball's kicked back to the defense. Hustling over is Cap. Cap sends it forward. He finds Parker. Parker pushes it up over to Rovers. Rovers to the middle of the field. McLennan goes back to Rovers. Rovers still with the ball. Goes to the middle. Rovers pushes it over to McLennan. McLennan takes a shot. A hard shot on the ground, but it rolls into the hands of Rosler, and he'll work his way to the 18. He punts the ball just shy of midfield. It goes off to the legs of Rovers. He goes to the feet of Lauren. Lauren battling for the ball. Cuts it to the inside. He's picked from behind by Carabello. Carabello working his way down. He will go to the center of the field, and that gets by everybody. Hustling for the Hornets is Walker. Walker with the ball just outside the 18. It's Walker. Now he'll serve the ball to the top of the 18. That ball is knocked down. It's picked up by the Eagles, and it's picked up by Rovers. Rovers comes to the near side trying to find Parker, but it's cleared out by Studley. And quickly, it's Devin sends it back into the defensive end of the Hornets, and it's a foot race, McLennan, but it is Cass sends it back to the goalie, and Rosler sends it to the far side. It works its way off the sideline, throwing for Chazy just shy of midfield. They're going from right to left in front of the bench, and the ball comes into play to Whedon. Whedon with the ball goes to McCullough. McCullough goes back to Whedon. Whedon still with the ball. He switches fields. Coming up from the defensive end is Lauren. He's now in the offensive zone. Lauren at midfield now cuts it to the outside. It's Lauren with some space. He outside his foot trying to get it to Dupree. Dupree inside the box. Can't get to it. And it's knocked away. Back into Dupree. Dupree rips the shot. That deflects. And it's Price Parker comes in on the weak side. And it was Dupree got the shot off. It went off Rosler. But some heads-up play by Price Parker coming in on the weak side. And he drills that ball into the net. And it's now 4-0 Chazy. Some nice work by the Eagles. And they are clicking this second half. They actually did very well the first half. It just took them a while to find the back of the net. But they are now up 4-0 with 27-23 left in the second half in this consolation game of the Frankie Garrow Memorial. And we'd be remiss, Calvin, if we don't talk about the Snack Shack is open. And one of the benefits of coming to the George Brendler Field, you can get yourself some Mickey fries. Only place you can find them.
Except the Old Home Day.
And you got them on the Old Homes Day, that's true. So the ball is back into the 18 of the Hornets. The ball is now cleared to the near sideline. It's picked up by the bombard of the Hornets, but taken away by McLennan. To Parker. Parker chipping it through, trying to find Dupree inside the 18. Dupree with the ball, chips it back, gets Parker. Parker trying to get a shot off. Parker is taken down, and there is no call, and it's picked up by Rosler, and that could be a 4-0 no call. And it is going to the goalie, and the ball is short of midfield. The ball is headed down by Lauren, trying to find McLennan, but it goes to the feet of Dupree. But a nice job by the Hornets. It was Mayo Chico snapping the ball up to the feet of LaBombard, but it's back toward the goalie, and it's cleared out by Cap. Cap goes to the far side. He finds Hofnagel. Hofnagel with the ball toward midfield. He just, a short pass, he finds Jacoby Whedon. Whedon now is trying to split the defense. He finds McLennan. He gets it back to Dupree. Dupree pushes it over, trying to find Parker. And there's a shot. And what a save is a point-blank shot by McLennan. That's the second one this game that he has had. And he's hit it hard, but it went right at the goalie. And again, Chazy's having their way right now. They're moving the PHS defense around, and they're getting some nice looks and opportunities here in this second half. And now the ball is right below us here at the press box. It's LaBombard for the Hornets. He sends the ball forward, but Lauren, who's had a strong second half for the Eagles, sends the ball up forward. And the ball comes forward, but it goes on to the feet of McLennan. McLennan working his way toward the 18, pushes it over. He now gets number 12, and there's the shot by number 12, Jacoby Whedon, going down to make the save with Rosler. And a nice shot by Whedon, but a nice save by the goalie Rosler. He sends the ball up shy of midfield. The ball is picked up by Hofnagel. He one-times it over to Whedon. Whedon pushes it forward, but it's taken away by the Hornets. But he hustles back, wins that ball. And there is is a foul on Whedon. They said he took down Walker, Colin Walker. So the Hornets will get a direct kick. They're in the middle of the field, probably about
Let's try to get
8
one.
yards shy of midfield. We're at 24-48, Chazy 4, Plattsburgh 0 in this consolation game of the Frankie Garrow Memorial Labor Day Tournament. The ball comes into the defensive end of Chazy, picked up by McLennan. McLennan does a nice job controlling. He now trying to find Parker, who's in the middle of the field. He cuts to the inside. Parker with some speed goes to the outside trying to find McCullough, but he gets too far ahead of him, and it's cleared out by Gomel. Gomel still with the ball, is now being challenged by McCullough. Gomel does a step over. It's Gomel still with the ball on the far side, and McCullough comes from the back and is actually a ball off the sideline. So we have substitutions. Checking into the game is Theodore Rout for the Hornets, and for the Eagles, it's Con LeBombard coming into the game. So 23:55 left in the second half. It's Chazy 4, PHS 0. Shots favor the Eagles 14-2. Corner kicks favor the Eagles 4-0. So the ball is in the defensive end of the Hornets, and it is Whedon trying to control. He sends it back up over to Cap. Cap sends a high shot toward midfield, and that will work its way off the sideline. So right at midfield, far side, left to right are the Hornets. And now the sun is not a factor, as it was at the start of the second half. And the ball goes to the Hornets. It's on number 20, Lautenschutz. Lautenschutz gives the ball up over to Rout. Rout trying to control. Down is Walker, and it's like he has a cramp. The ball is cleared deep into the PHS territory. Hustling for the ball is Price Parker. Parker knocks it off the sideline, and we're going to have a whistle. And it looks like Walker might have a cramp in his. Will resume play. Ball comes into play.
Coach doesn't come on, I guess. Coach doesn't come on the field.
Was that what it is? Okay, Calvin just said if the coach doesn't come on the field, you don't have to take him out. So that's a good to know. And the ball is at midfield. It's controlled by the Hornets. It's Lambert. He sends the ball. Now he comes up limping. And now it's to McLennan. McLennan sends it forward. He has Duper. Duper's wide open. Cuts into 18. And they called offsides. Sitting up here, Calvin, I did not see that. But who's on the far side? Quinn? He was there, and he has a better angle than us.
And he's a viewer supporter.
And a viewer supporter at that, right?
Yeah.
Let me see here. So we're going to have a goal kick for the Hornets. And it is sent forward by Studley. Picked up by Devins. Devins goes to Lauren. And it was a short pass, but Lauren does a nice job to recover. He knocks it off the sideline. So now we have a substitution coming in. We have Lautenschutz back into the game, as well as Lucas Valentin. Coming out is Lauren, and Lauren's played a strong second half here for the Eagles. And coming off for the is Nate Lambert, who looked like he might have, I don't know, pulled a muscle or something, but he's taking his shoes off to look at what's bothering him. But the ball comes in and cut to the inside defensively. It is Valentin who just checked into the game. Ball is knocked toward the net, and it's cleared out by the defense, and the ball will be a throw-in. So a nice job by Owen Cap to come get to the ball before it went off the end line, and it'll be a throw-in for the Hornets going left to right, halfway into the defensive end of the Hornets. And the ball comes in, but it goes off of the leg of Nick LeBombard. So a throw-in for Chazy. They're going from right to left, and they're about 20 yards our way toward midfield. And a short pass goes into Devins. Devins goes right to midfield. Parker trying to head it over his head, goes over his head onto the feet of Gomel. Gomel sends it up over to midfield, controlled by the Hornets. And there's a loose ball knocked up into the defensive end. Parker heads the ball to the center of the field, and it's sent forward by Studley and deflected back over to Price Parker. Parker now in the defensive end. He's working his way around Kalilowski. It is Parker. Parker will now send the ball across. Coming on the weak side is McLennan, and McLennan gets a weak shot off, and that goes into the hands of Rosler. But a nice job of McLennan to see what was happening with Price Parker, and he took off on the weak side, the far side post of where Parker was, and he got a weak shot off, but he was in the right position, just didn't get his foot on it the way he wanted. And here come the Eagles again. It is Dupree, just outside the box. He sends it forward to McLennan, too far ahead. It'll work its way off the end line. So checking back into the game is Jack McCullough, and also, Jacques Gervich. For the Hornets, coming off is McLennan, and coming off for the Hornets is Amaya Chicos. So we're going to have a goal kick for the Hornets, and it is going to be sent forward by Cass. Cass takes it off of the chest of Gervich, but Chazy sends it back into the defensive end, and it's just cleared out by Dolan, Gabriel Dolan, into the game for the Hornets. Or that was, it was Lawton shots. So we have Chazy moving the ball. They're going from right to left. They're halfway into the defensive end of the Hornets near side. Ball comes into play off Dupree. Landon Dupree turns. It's Dupree with the ball. He will now switch fields. He goes all the way over to 18. That would be Hofnagel. Hofnagel with the ball. It's still Hofnagel with the ball. He cuts it up. He has it knocked away by route of the Hornets. And it's a battle for the ball, picked up by Hofnagel. Hofnagel gets it on to Whedon. Whedon now gets it on to Rovers. Rovers gives it up to. There's a hard shot by Con the Bombard, and it was bending toward the inside post, but Rosler was there with the save. Parried it down, picked it up, and a quick punt. Ball was at midfield. The ball's headed down by Whedon. He's trying to find Rovers, and it goes on to the feet of Valentin. Valentin short pass over to Whedon. Whedon slips, but it's picked up by Caraballo of PHS. He turns. It's a through ball. He gets it by the defense. Coming off the line is Cap, as number 13, Nick LeBombard, was coming in on the weak side, but it was Cap who got there first. We're at 18 minutes left in the second half. It's Chazy 4, PHS 0 in this consolation game of the Frankie Garrow Memorial. Ball's punted toward midfield, and it's controlled by the Eagles. It was Valentin, sends it up, and here's Dupree going to break in on the goalie. Dupree gets a shot off. It goes right into the chest of Rosler, but he had number 19 Cass right on him. He could feel the feet behind him. He got the shot off early, and it was a save by the goalie. But that was shot number 17. Chazy out shooting the Hornets 17-2, and the ball comes up. It goes to Dupree. Dupree on the outside cuts it to the inside. Dupree still cuts it back to the inside. Now he's working his way to the 18. It's Dupree with the ball. Still Dupree with the ball. Rips the shot. Saved by the goalie. Gets away from him. McCullough was coming on strong, but it was Rosler recovers his save. Then he'll work his way to the 18. That's shot number 18 for the Eagles. Ball is punted toward midfield. It's controlled by the Eagles. Ball is headed to the near side. That goes up over to Valentin. Valentin cuts it to the near sideline. He pushes it up. He finds LeBombard. LeBombard gets it up over to Rovers. Rovers back to LeBombard. It's a nice ball play. Nice ball movement by the Eagles. Ball is now sent forward. It is Price Parker inside the 18. Sends it across. Diving across was the goalie Rosler. Rovers was there, but it was cleared out by Gomel. And it is McCullough. McCullough fights for the ball, pushes it back over to Dupree. Dupree inside the 18 again. Dupree sends it across. And on the weak side was Con LeBombard sliding, trying to get his foot on the ball. Just gets by him. The ball stays in play, and the ball is sent forward by the defense, but it's picked up by Chazy's Whedon. Whedon sends it back toward the net, and that is now cleared off the end line. So we now have a corner kick for Chazy. They're going from right to left. It's the near post, and it will be Jacoby Whedon taking the corner kick for the Eagles with 15:55 left in the second half. And Whedon's tying his cleat up, and he'll be getting a shot off here in a second, and that's Jacoby Whedon. Sends the ball across. Ball is knocked out one time by the defense, and now it's cleared out into the open space. Hustling over is Cap for Chazy. Keeps it on the ground. He gets it onto the field of Whedon. Whedon, now he has Con LeBombard. Sends it toward the end line. The ball is being shielded. LeBombard. It is a corner kick. They're calling corner.
Larry.
Nope. It went Chazy player, so it's going to be a goal kick for the Hornets. And actually, they're calling a foul. Okay, they called a foul on Con Lombard. So the ball will be cleared out by Cass. Low hard kick that goes off of Lombard. Lombard trying to control. It is Lombard, keeps it on the ground. To Rovers to Dupree. Dupree back to Lombard, working his way toward the end line. He now sends it across. Ball's headed by Price Parker, but it goes right into the hands of Rosler. And he quickly punts the ball toward midfield, goes over the head of Devons, but it is Cap right there, and he sends it forward to midfield. Ball controlled by Walker. Nice defensive play by Valentin, but it's picked up again by the Hornets, and it is Walker. Walker sends it to the top of the 18. The ball is cleared out by Hofnagel, and to the far side is McAuliffe. McAuliffe takes a shot. He rips it off of Kowalowski. So a throw-in coming up for Chazy. We're at the 14-minute mark left in the second half. It's Chazy 4. It is Plattsburgh 0. Ball comes in, kind of slips off the hands, and now it's a throw-in for the Hornets. And we have Mason Facto checking in for Chazy. We have Aiden Drolette coming in for the Hornets. Brant Cass, as well as Amaya Chicos for the Hornets. And coming off is Lyndon Dupree with 2 second-half goals for the Eagles. In the second half, he's got 2. In total, there is 4 for Chazy. So the ball is controlled by the Eagles in their own defensive end. They'll send the ball forward. And we have a whistle stoppage. And I guess we had a substitution that had to come off. An illegal substitution? Is that what it is, Cal? Oh, they had too many men. I guess that's a yellow card.
I look good in yellow.
Coach takes it in stride. So we have 13-10 left.
Where's the try?
It was
I put 14 out there now.
Coach is trying any strategy he can.
You were supposed to come out.
He basically wanted to see how alert the officials were down there. And he's impressed that they picked up on it. So the ball is controlled by the Eagles. It is number 12, Whedon. He chips it up to the far side. Coming off the line was the goalie, and it was number 19 who actually knocked it away from his own goalie off the end line. So we're going to have a corner kick on the far side for Chazy. They're going from right to left, so it's right where the snack shack is in that area. That corner,
Not from my view.
not from Calvin's view. With 12:42 to go, it is going to be Jacoby Whedon with the corner kick for Chazy. Whedon, nice feed in the box. That ball's up in the air. It goes off of the shoulders of Lombard just outside the 18. Nice job by Valentin. Head the ball back over to Lombard. He pushes it back to Rovers. Rovers onto the feet of Valentin. Valentin pushes it back to the sweeper. It goes to Cap. Cap now to the open space to Jacoby Whedon. Whedon on the far side working his way down, trying to chip the ball through, deflects off of Walker of PHS. And the ball is now going to the far side, back to Walker. Walker working his way to the 18, trying to get a through ball, but it's picked up by Cap. Cap comes to the near side. He finds Valentin. Valentin working his way to midfield, outside his foot, trying to chip it forward. He does, but it's picked up by Rout. Rout trying to send it forward, but it's taken away by Whedon. Whedon now gets the ball into the box. He's trying to find Facto, and it is Jacoby Whedon pushes it to the far side to McAuliffe. McAuliffe pushes it out. It goes to the feet of Hofnagel. Hofnagel working his way to the far side. He now sends the ball across, and that again is cleared out by the defense. Number 19, Grant Cass. So all kinds of substitutions for Chazy. We got Dawson Hebert into the game. Griffin DeRocher. We have Josh Juno, as well as Tate Stevens into the game for Chazy. So coming off for Chazy is Con Lombard. We have Jacoby Whedon off. We have Chad Debbins Jr. off. And we are going to have Ashton Hoffnagel off. So it looks like their day is done. And we have 10 minutes and 50 seconds left in this second half. Chazy leading 4-0. It is Walker for PHS working his way down the far sideline. Now he's at midfield with some speed. It is still Walker. Nice job by Valentin just knocking the ball away, but it goes on to the feet to the far side of the Hornets, and now it's picked up by Carabello. Carabello gives it up over to Gomel. Gomel with the ball. He gives it up to Walker. Walker sends it forward. Cleaned out by Stevens. Goes back to Walker. And that would be a handball on Walker, so Chazy will get the call. And now checking the game will be Jack Bell. We have Oliver Ringer as well as Zach West for Chazy waiting to get into the game. And they're going to change goalies as Sumar Bachawati is going into the game. Did I get that correct there, Sumar? He gives me the thumbs up, and there's the save by Rosler. And we're going to have a goal kick. And it goes off the head of Rovers. He's trying to find Facto, and it goes to Price Parker. Parker working his way to the 18. He's double defended, and we have a foul on the Hornets. So we're going to have a direct kick for the Eagles, and with 9 minutes and 20 seconds. So they are in the middle of the field. They are approximately 10 yards off the 18. And they're looking over at Coach, and Coach wants Jack Rovers to take this direct kick. So waiting for the official. There's no wall set up, so it will be Jacoby Jack Rovers. He goes to the far side trying to find McCullough, but it goes on to the feet of Walker. He gets it up over to Drolette. There's a low shot off the end line. So we have all kinds of substitutions, as we also have Gabriel Dolan of the Hornets checking into the game. So I think it's safe to say with 8 minutes and 32 seconds, I don't want to pull a Joe Poissant, but I think Chazy will win this game as they're up 4-0 and have controlled the game. It's almost a replica of the game the other night, except they're scoring goals tonight. And again, a game they just completely dominated. I would say they controlled about 85% of the midfield, have outshot the Hornets 20-2. Corner kicks are 6-0, and they're up 4-0 on the scoreboard where it matters most. And they are approximately 8 minutes away from taking home the bronze in the Frankie Garrow Memorial soccer tournament, Labor Day tournament. And Calvin, this is a good weekend for all these teams as they get ready for the regular season, which starts the day after Labor Day. It will become, as Calvin said, coming soon, the regular season. And there's a shot from Walker, and that will be wide, and that will be a goal kick coming up for the Eagles. And checking back into the game is Ashton Lauren. And Ashton, you've had a great game the second half as he's running back out to play defense. And we got coming out of the game another nice job from Owen Cap back there for Chazy, and his job is done tonight. So we have 7 minutes and 12 seconds left in the second half, and it is Chazy 4, PHS 0, and now here comes the goal kick. Ball is sent forward, nice goal kick. That goes off the head of Bell, back, and it's headed forward by Cass of PHS. And we're at midfield, picked up by Ringer. Oliver Ringer gives the ball up over to Josh Juno. Juno of Chazy working his way down the sideline, being challenged by Kalilowski. Josh Juno, again working his way, doing nice footwork. Now he sends it back over to the center of the field. He finds Zach West. West with the ball, pushes it back. He finds DeRocher. DeRocher trying to cut it to the inside. He does, and DeRocher takes it off of the defense, so we're going to have a throw-in for Chazy. It will be Griffin DeRocher for Chazy with the throw-in. Ball comes into play, and there's a handball just outside the 18 on PHS. So the Eagles are going to get another golden opportunity. They are literally just off the corner of the far 18-yard line, and they're going to have Lucas Valentin take this direct kick. We're at 5:51. Valentin with the direct kick, and he calls for 10. And Larry Bayshard, the referee in the middle, brings him back a couple more yards. He chips it in. Ball's head on top of the net. That went off of the head of Josh Juno, just over the crossbar. What a nice play. A nice, beautiful pass by Valentin. And Josh Juno got his head on it, and that just made it over the crossbar. So a nice set play for the Eagles, and it will be a goal kick for the Hornets. It'll be Kowalowski with the goal kick for the Hornets. He now sends the ball forward. That ball is headed down by Juno onto the feet of number 9, Gomel. Gomel goes to the far side. He was trying to find Caraballo, but that will go off the sideline, so a throw in for Chazy. And Griffin DeRocher will take his time on the far sideline to get the ball in with 4 minutes and 52 seconds left in the second half. Ball is headed up into the air, and it is Juno. Goes to his head. He knocks it up in the air, but it's picked up by Amaya Chicos. He gets it over to Walker. Walker turns to the outside. Walker now working his way down the line. It's still Walker with the ball, and now it's knocked away by DeRocher. He's trying to find Juno, goes back, and it's going to the feet of DeRocher. DeRocher does a nice job defensively. He clears the ball forward, but it goes onto the feet of the Hornets. The Hornets with the ball goes back to Walker, but the ball's knocked away by Ringer. Ringer does a nice job getting over to Mason Facto. Facto battling for the ball. He pushes it onto the feet of Hebert. Hebert has it knocked away, but back there is Valentin. Valentin gets it to midfield, but it's cleared out by Gomel, all the way back into the hands of Henry Kapp with 3 minutes and 55 seconds left in the second half. I'm Joey Trombley along with Calvin Castine on Hometown Cable. I'm doing the MIXLR app, courtesy of Lou Barco. And we now have a throw-in for the Eagles. They're going from right to left, and it's a throw-in from Mason Facto. He gets the ball into play. It's inside the box, and there's a shot by number 6, Jack Bell, and it's now cleared out by the defense, number 19. That would have been Grant Cass. So another throw-in for Chazy. The clock is winding down with 3 minutes and 19 seconds left, and it's Mason Facto with the throw-in for Chazy. Ball comes back into play, and it is Juno hustling for the ball, coming over to help out was Valentin. He takes it off of Gomel of PHS, throwing for Stevens. Stevens gets the ball in. It goes off the head of Hebert. Back to Stevens. He sends it back forward. It's cleared out by Armeos Chicos. Walker trying to make a nice move, but a good job by Valentin. He takes it away from him, and he gets it up over to Facto. Facto now gets a shot across on the weak side, and almost. It was Jack Bell almost got a goal. Is in front of the net. He left the shot rip. It goes off the goalie. So we're going to have a corner kick for the Eagles, and it's going to be Mason Facto with the corner kick. Facto chips it up, but it's just side net. So we're going to have a goal kick for the Eagles with 2 minutes and 18 seconds left. And it will be a goal kick, and it was the goalie that came in is Sumar Bachawati for the Hornets. So he'll take the goal kick for PHS. We're at the 2-minute mark in this consolation game. And actually, he'll let Kowalowski take the kick. Kowalowski will send the ball forward at midfield, controlled by the Hornets. It was on to the feet of Dolan, Gabriel Dolan. He has it taken away by Ringer. Oliver Ringer pushes it back over to Josh Juno. Juno sends it to midfield. He found the feet of DeRocher. DeRocher gets it to Valentin. He sends it forward. On the weak side comes Facto. Facto gets a shot off, and that just goes wide of the net. So it'll be another goal kick for the Hornets with 1:25 left in this second half. And now it's safe to say Calvin left in the game. I think there's no threat of overtime in this game, because Calvin usually corrects me when the game is close. Don't ever say the game, say the second half. So it's going to be Kowalowski. He sends the ball forward toward midfield, far side. Hornets controlling, working their way down. Coming over to defend is Lauren. Lauren has had a strong game, second half for the Eagles. He's on the far side now, and it's off the sideline, so a throw in for the Hornets. 44 seconds left in the game. Chazy 4, PHS 0. And the Eagles are trying to clear it out, and they send the ball up, but it gets to the Hornets. Shot toward the net, and that is another handball. And it will be going to Chazy with 20 seconds to go. So it's just going through the final 20 seconds. Chazy will take the bronze in this consolation match in the Frankie Garrow Memorial as they beat PHS 4-0. The final countdown is on, and it is now official. Chazy has won the consolation game 4-0. You're going to have, after this game, is the Canton Golden Bears taking on the Beatmantown Eagles in the championship game. So a great performance for Chazy again tonight. They were finally able to find the back of the net, and their season starts. I think it's Tuesday night. It's the first game, and I think they're down in Boquet Valley, or Boquet Valley's here. I'll see if I can check my schedule. But it's, and maybe it's not Tuesday, it might be Thursday. But I'm going to get that for you right now. Let me see here. The game next week for Chazy, and that will be the boys, is no, the 3rd. Okay, so it is